There's a new GLP-1 pill that just hit the market and already half the internet is getting it wrong. If you think switching to Foundayo would be a straight upgrade from your current injection medication, well, you might be sacrificing some of your progress. And today, I'm going to show you how this pill is a massive win for convenience, how it might affect your results, and I'm going to give you my framework as to whether you should start or switch to Foundayo in your specific situation. I'm Dr. Dan, and let's get into it. So what actually is Foundayo? Well, Foundayo or Orforglipron is an oral, which means you take it by mouth, non-peptide, that's very important, small molecule that binds to the GLP-1 receptors throughout the body. And of course, activating those GLP-1 receptors helps to decrease food noise, cravings, and appetite, which allows individuals to get into a calorie deficit more easily and ultimately lose weight. And this isn't the first oral GLP-1 to come to market. We already have oral Semaglutide, aka oral Wegovy, but it's a peptide molecule, which means it's quite fragile and it has a special technology that allows for that finicky fragileness to get through the GI tract to get into your body. It also has a pretty finicky routine in terms of taking it. It needs to be taken on a completely empty stomach with only a small amount of water at least 30 minutes before any kind of food or drink, or it doesn't get properly absorbed. Most of the GLP-1s that you know, such as Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, and Mounjaro, are like this. They're large, fragile hormone molecules that if you swallowed them, well, they would be easily broken down by the acid in your stomach and not actually absorbed. So that means we either inject them or use complex delivery systems to get them through your GI tract. Foundayo's big advantage as a small molecule is that it doesn't need any of that ritual. You can take it any time of day, without regard to food or water, and you don't need to be fasting. And the other beauty of a simple tablet and a small molecule is that it's easier to manufacture, it doesn't require refrigeration, so it makes transporting, storage, all of those things much easier and much more manageable, which brings the price of the molecule down. And right now in the US, the cost of Foundayo at an out-of-pocket cost is about $150 to $350 per month, depending on your dose, pharmacy, and any kind of savings program you might be able to find. That is substantially cheaper compared to the thousands that are sometimes needed for those other GLP-1 meds. So that's what Foundayo is, and some of its advantages. But how does it actually stack up compared to the other GLP-1 meds on the market? Well, this is where things are not quite as exciting. In the landmark clinical trial called ATTAIN-1, high-dose Foundayo was found to lead to about a 12% average weight loss from baseline over a 72-week period, and that was compared to placebo. So a 12% loss from baseline. For some comparison, if we look at oral Semaglutide and Wegovy, they sit at about 15% loss from baseline. And if we look at Zepbound, depending on the study that you're looking at, but on average, it led to a weight loss of about 21% from baseline. Now, I will mention in that same ATTAIN-1 study, it was found that over 50% of individuals lost greater than 10% of their baseline weight, which is a good amount of weight, and over 1/3 of individuals lost greater than 15% of their baseline weight. So it's not that the pill doesn't work, it's just that on average, it's not quite as potent and as effective as the other injectable GLP-1s we currently have on the market. And so the trade-off is this. You're accepting a slightly lower peak effect size for 0 needles, 0 storage hassles, and most of the time, probably a more manageable monthly bill. Now, here's the nuance that most people are missing, and it involves us talking about your liver. Injectable peptide GLP-1s take the express lane into your bloodstream, bypassing your entire GI tract. But a pill, well, it has to go through the liver checkpoint first. And at the present moment, I'm thinking of this whole situation around the liver as a bit of a yellow flag. Now let me explain. You see, when we look at other small molecules within the same family, in particular danuglipron, Pfizer, the makers of danuglipron, ultimately decided to discontinue further research with that small molecule because in their studies there was a signal for a potential drug-induced liver injury with danuglipron in particular. And so that gives us a little yellow flag because Orforglipron is within that same family of molecules. But fortunately up to this point with Foundayo, the large phase 3 studies have not shown any kind of liver safety issues. And in fact, the side effect profile is very similar to what we see with other GLP-1 molecules, which is mostly gastrointestinal in nature. So things like nausea, heartburn, constipation, diarrhea. However, there has been one post-marketing case report where an individual experienced a liver injury while they were also taking Orforglipron or Foundayo. But we don't have any kind of solid evidence at this point in time that it was Foundayo that actually caused the liver injury. It might have just been a coincidence or some other medication the individual was taking. Nonetheless, that may change as more data comes in, but it's definitely something we're going to keep a close eye on. Now, the big reason why these small molecules are a bit more of a concern compared to the large peptides is because when it comes to small molecules, the liver has to work a lot harder to break these small molecules down and clear them from the system. And in the process of breaking down these small molecules, sometimes metabolites can be formed, and these metabolites or byproducts from the breakdown process could be harmful to some people's livers. By contrast, the large peptide drugs, they're handled a little bit differently by the body, and they don't rely as heavily on the liver and the liver enzyme systems to break them down and ultimately get cleared from the system. So we don't have those same concerns of toxic metabolites being produced and causing issues or problems. Now, the other liver-related point with Foundayo that almost nobody is talking about is drug interactions. Foundayo goes to the liver, gets broken down by common liver enzymes, and in particular, it's enzymes from the CYP family. This is the same system of enzymes that breaks down blood pressure medications, cholesterol medications, antidepressants, and a whole slew of other potential meds that people could be taking. So if you're already on several medications that use that same enzyme system, and we add in Foundayo, well, that checkpoint could get a little bit crowded. And in some cases, Foundayo may affect the concentration or how your body breaks down other medications you're taking, which could lead to potential harms. So this is clearly not just as simple as a swallow and go pill or tablet that you could just switch over to. Now, I want you to stop. And before we dive into whether Foundayo is right for you or not, I need you to hear this. You are definitely not failing if you prefer the convenience of a pill over an injection, but you're also not winning any contests by chasing the newest molecule on the market. The best drug for you is going to be the one that fits your real life the best. And if you're sitting there and thinking, you know what, I really need some support on this journey, and I don't know where my situation and my body fits within this whole pill versus injection debate, well, you're exactly the reason why I've created my one-on-one consultations. We walk through your specific situation and your goals to determine which tool is going to work best for you without the TikTok hype. So if you want that kind of support, you can book a consultation with me at consult.drdanshub.com, or you can check out the links down below in the description. Get booked in today, as I've only got a few limited spots. Now, let's walk through my framework as to whether you should start or switch over to Foundayo. So the first thing we need to look at is we need to check, what are your weight loss needs? Are you happy with roughly a 12% average weight loss from baseline, with not having to use any needles and a bit more flexibility? If you have a lot of weight to lose and you need the max setting of something like Zepbound to help protect your health, well, a pill might not quite be enough. And as a quick aside, I want to hear from you. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're currently on an injection and you would switch over to a pill today, or drop a 2 if you'd only switch if the weight loss results were as good as what we see with the injections. Point number 2 of my framework is we need to audit the checkpoint. Before starting a drug like Foundayo, you definitely need to review your other medications with your pharmacist and your physician. If your liver is already working overtime with other prescription medications, that liver checkpoint with Foundayo added in could potentially lead to more side effects or drug interactions. The third point is the daily pill versus the weekly injection. So unlike oral semaglutide, which requires strict fasting rules, Foundayo is a much more flexible option. But it's still a once daily tablet that you need to take every day to get the benefits. And so, are you more likely to remember a daily pill or a weekly shot? Sometimes people fail pills simply because life gets in the way and they just can't incorporate that daily habit in, and doing a weekly injection makes things a whole lot easier. So you need to determine for yourself, what is it going to be and what do you think is going to work best for you and your life. And finally, the fourth thing you need to look at is the yellow flag discussion. Before starting Foundayo, you definitely need to talk to your provider about getting a baseline liver panel done. This captures your baseline so that when you add in the Foundayo, if any changes or things are seen, we know that it's due to the medication, and we can keep an eye on those things periodically to make sure that there is no liver injuries or issues coming up. Data is power, and we definitely don't want to be guessing when it comes to your liver health. So Foundayo is definitely a massive leap forward for accessibility and cost, but it isn't magic. It's a different tool with a different set of trade-offs, but for the right person, those trade-offs can be totally worth it. And if you're tired of the whole needle drama, this might be the exact path you need to go. Whether it's a pill or a pen, the goal is to get you feeling better, moving more, and living a life that isn't dictated by food noise. And if you want to know what happens to your body when you stop your GLP-1 medication, well, I've already made that video and you can check it out right here. All right, you beautiful people, that's it. That's all. I'm Dr. Dan. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as I always sign off, please remember, it is those small tweaks that lead to the massive peaks.